Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. So Scrappy is going off on Diddy subsequent to getting hauled by fans for as yet supporting Diddy after all that he has been uncovered for in the Beyond 7 Months crude seemed to show his backing to Diddy openly on Instagram, and he got disgraced so hard that he is currently backtracking on his past cases, and he is taking steps to bounce Diddy, assuming they at any point met Kid. It's the turnaround for me now. Diddy has been determined to clear out his picture since Cassie's claim in November last year, where she uncovered a portion of the horrendous things that he did to her in their 11-year relationship. This claim has set off 6 additional claims against Diddy, including 2 new claims that turned out in the previous week, and let me let you know it is genuinely horrendous. The court reports even had a significant trigger admonition on the first page, and when we read Cassie's clarifications, it was not difficult to see the reason why there would be a trigger admonition to sum up all that then. A court report said that he has a misventure in her own home after she attempted to leave him frequently punched, kicked, and trampled. Misventure bringing about wounds, burst lips, bruised eyes, and draining force. Misventure to take part in close demonstrations with male SSWS while getting off on it and recording the experiences. Requested that Misventure to convey his gun in her handbag just to make her anxious and show how hazardous he is, and acquainted Misventure with a way of life of over-the-top liquor and substance use, and expected her to get illegal solutions to fulfill his own addictions. She laid everything out in the claim, and she made an announcement that said, after years peacefully and haziness, I'm at last prepared to recount my story and to shout out for my sake and to serve different ladies who face savagery and in their connections anyway. Diddy and his legal counselors chose to take a page from conservative paths and his legal advisors, since they attempted to paint Cassie as the bad guy who was attempting to cut down a fruitful person of color. They guaranteed that she was a gold digger who was attempting to coerce Diddy for cash. His legal counselor blamed her for making up lies for gain and said Mr. Combs passionately denies these hostile and ludicrous charges for the beyond a half year. Mr. Combs has been exposed to Misventure's tenacious interest of $30 million under the danger of composing a harming book about their relationship, which was unequivocally dismissed as outright coercion. Notwithstanding pulling out her underlying danger, Misventure has now depended on recording a claim loaded with unjustifiable and silly falsehoods, expecting to discolor Mr. Combs' standing, and looking for a payday. Did he most likely figured this would get individuals to turn on Cassie? However, he didn't expect that fans would stand 10 toes behind her. Huge number of individuals all around the world showed support for herself and hauled him for foulness. He was in the end compelled led to settle following one day since his public picture had raised a ruckus around town. I mean, there were at that point bits of gossip that he was definitely not a hero, and Cassie's claim just exacerbated it. Even after he settled, he still demanded that he was blameless, and she was lying. His legal counselors said a choice to settle a claim, particularly in 2023, is not the slightest bit of confirmation of bad behavior. Mr. Cole's choice to settle the claim in no manner subvert his flat-out forswearing of the cases. He is blissful. They got to a shared settlement and wishes Misventure the best. An ever-increasing number of individuals emerged to uncover that Diddy has purportedly been harming ladies since the 90s. However, Diddy denied it, and again, he guaranteed that they were attempting to cut down a dark sibling. He said, "That's it. For the last several weeks, I have sat quietly and watched individuals attempt to kill my personality, obliterate my standing, and destroy my heritage. Nauseous claims have been made against me by people searching for a fast payday." Dad on Cassie at the Intercontinental Inn in Century City, Los Angeles. The clasp demonstrated that Cassie was 100% coming clean in her claim, on the grounds that an episode that she spread out in the court archive totally paired the occurrence in the spilled video. I'm discussing the part where she said it in or around Walk 2016 during a stay at the Intercontinental Lodging in Century City, Los Angeles. Mr. Coles turned out to be very inebriated and smacked Misventure upside the head, giving her a dark eye. After he nodded off, Misventure attempted to leave the lodging. However, as she left, Mr. Combs arose and started shouting at Misventure. He followed her into the foyer of the lodging, while at the same time hollering at her. He snatched at her and afterward took glass containers in the passage and tossed them at her, making glass crash around them. As she hurried to the lift to get away, she proceeded to guarantee that he had her in such a condition of dread that she attempted to return to him even after the inn staff helped her break in the wake of seeing how he had treated her. She said she figured out how to get into the lift, and when she got to the entryway, immediately took a taxi to her loft after understanding that her taking off would cause Mr. Combs to be considerably more angrier with her, and totally caught in his endless loop of misventure got back to the inn fully intent on saying sorry for running away from her. When she returned in, safety faculty encouraged her to get once again into the taxi and go to her loft, recommending that they had seen the security film showing Mr. Cole's prod. What's more, tossing glass at her in the lodging foyer. Now, with this spread out, you may be asking why in the world anybody was still helped Diddy. Well, briefly there we felt that Crude was holding it down for Diddy when he left a remark on one of Diddy's Instagram posts that said time comes clean, where it seemed like Diddy was implying that Cassie and his different informers were lying. What's more, that time would excuse him. Then, at that point, remarked experience the falsehood. This got him hauled for rottenness, and individuals were calling him a lady skeptic. Due to it, to be fair, it truly did sound like Crude was on the side of Diddy and calling the charges against him lies anyway. Rove has emerged to deny about the claims, guaranteeing that he wasn't on the side of Diddy and that his words have been taken inappropriately. He even went on a tirade guaranteeing that it would have been unassuming that he had any Int ran into Diddy cuz in the event that made it happen, on the off chance that did it. Walk P me at this moment. What's more, take the F just cuz only directly up. I'll take the FOV. See, I couldn't care less about no expression of remorse and all that. You understand what I'm talking about, because one, it's one to a lady to the canine out of you, and you say gracious. I flipped out, and we could sort of see it like goodness, no doubt. Co got a two-piece that he sort of lost it. However, no, cuz the manner in which he did, sure, that was faux. That was some genuine, you can tell he was doing that for a long time. Cause she was companion, you understand what I'm talking about. So I don't be on that got little girls and I, my little girl, every single one of, and my sister, so off my you, all go to them other mother pages that was cool with that. You all seen around that realized you feel I'm saying get all my P with that, you understand what I'm talking about. Go someone P that attempting to deliberately cut it down. You ain't even got no verification. I ain't never said no that way, never, so go get that. All you web journals, go get it. I'll sit here, and if you all track down, I apologize. However, I promise you won't find no. I'm saying Cassie was lying. Is that her name, Cassie? You understand what I'm talking about, won't never say like that. Got what that is, they give you clear, that is clear, not too far off. Something happened that is clear, not too far off. Something happened. I'm not a dislike some of you mother. I don't see rich mother that is well than me and rich and fly off the handle and be cheerful when them fall. No, I simply get out way, cause I'm as they'll do it to one, they'll do it to everyone. You feel what I'm talking about. I don't watch Bill Cosby about some when he was in his, you feel what I'm talking about, and half them generally white. You feel what I'm talking about, they want to give our sisters that they will not give our sisters that let our amazing, our grandmother says Bill did something to her. They're going to get her the base, and you're all gonna sit up there and battle for them. You're all gonna battle for them in other societies. You understand what I'm talking about. You're all going to say that all the time. Battle for your caring woman. Doing this, going through this equivalent, they got broken. They staying there with Bruck can't pay them. They not in any event. Getting compensated off the ain't any event. Getting compensated off they is staying there. Going through that, and we want to help them too. We want to help them. Two, cuz think about what they remained for 15-20 years and don't have any idea how to get out. Ain't no cash to haul them out. Ain't no cash to haul them out, and they're individuals that like did it, man. That is some that realize he got cash and realize he can goddamn like get that young lady to don't say anything and attempt to do all that, man. That is some strange. He additionally answered his name as being on a list of individuals. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.